Alrighty, so a quick overview of our development process. So in this video, we're going to cover the first 5 steps of the development process. Alrighty, so moving into Visual Studio Code, step 1 is creating a new project. So I'll open up a new terminal window here. And I'll expand the window. I'll do a collapse over here on the left-hand side. Just check my directory here, Angular Training. And then I'll do an ng new sales project. And then I'll say no for Angular routing. And then I'll select CSS for the style sheet format. It'll start creating your project. You can safely ignore the warnings. And at the end, your project will be set up and ready to go. So we can look at the files here on the left-hand side and we'll see that it created a new directory for me, sales project. And if I expand that directory, I see all the files that were just created for this Angular project. And I'll go ahead and move into this project directory. And I'll go ahead and start up the project real quick using ng-serve with the open option. And we'll see the default page here. Sales project app is running. In step 2, we're going to update the main template page. Over on the left-hand side, I'll open up appcomponent.html. And remember, this is the file that has all of the default content, the placeholder content. I'll go ahead and clean up this file by simply selecting everything and deleting it. And now that this file is empty, I'll make use of some very basic HTML here. I'll make use of H1 and say sales team. And then I'll swing over to my browser just to verify that that's there, and that looks good. So I'll move back to my terminal window and stop the server because I want to perform some other operations here. So in step 3, I'm going to generate a new component. So I give the ng generate component command. So I'm creating this new component for my salesperson list, and it shows me the new files that it just created. And so in step 4, I'm going to add the new component selector to our app template page. So the first thing I'll do is I'll look at my component.ts file, my TypeScript file. And I'll make note of the selector app salesperson list. I'll copy this and I'll add this to my app component.html page. So I'll move down here and I'll make it a tag, angle bracket, app salesperson list, and then a slash app salesperson list. All right, great. So I have my new selector here on my app component HTML template page. And then I move back to my terminal window here. And then in step 5, I'm going to generate a salesperson class. And oops, I have a small typo here. I have class with too many S's. Just get rid of that one. Okay, this looks good. Okay, excellent. So it created my salesperson class. So I'll open up this file, salesperson.ts. And as we saw in the slides, it's a very basic class. There's nothing here. And so now I'll define a constructor and I'll make use of parameter properties. So remember, we declare these parameter properties by giving the access modifier and then the actual parameter name. So here I have public first name, and then I'll do a similar thing here for last name, email, and also sales volume. Okay, this looks good. So there's my constructor along with parameter properties. And so these properties are automatically defined by making use of this technique.